Alright, so in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to use the render engine in Blender. It is very simple, easy tutorial for beginners. I was asked for by one of my followers on Instagram, and he wanted to know how to render and whatnot. So here it is. Alright, so we are on a basic scene right here in Blender. So if you have something already going on and you want to learn how to render it, maybe what's the best way to render, then here it is, right? So first thing you want to do is you want to go to render view, and you'll see what's going on here. Now really quick, usually if it starts on Eevee and you'll get something like this, all this stuff will be off and you'll have something like this. So basically what you want to do is you want to turn the ambient occlusion, the bloom, that's optional. The screen space reflections and motion blur doesn't really do anything, but once you do have an animation, it has some motion blur and it looks pretty cool, right? So now my problem here is there's no lights at all, so that's why we really can't see what's going on. So if you shift A, you could add a light, whether it's a point light, sunlight, spot, area, any type of light. I usually like to do area lights, scale it up a bit, and we still don't have anything really going on at the moment, and that's because the power on the light, it is very low. So to turn that up, you got to do go to object data properties and bring this up to about, I would say maybe 500, and scale it up even more, bring it down a bit, and maybe do another one and move it this way, pointing at the box that I got going on here. Now there is something inside the box right now, and you really can't see it because it's glass, and you in Eevee you don't get that see-through glass look. What do I mean by that? So right now there's nothing, it's just black, you really can't see through it. But if you go to your render properties and you switch from Eevee to cycles, then you'll actually be able to see what I have inside this box right here. And as you can see, I have another light in there that it's lighting my object that I got in there. And so yeah, so this is pretty much what you got going on. Now this is where my subscriber or follower had the issue, right? So basically he was trying to render, but when he would hit render image, you'll get this problem over here, which you actually get a message that says no camera found in scene. You say used in compositing of scene. So basically there's just no camera, there's nothing that's actually taking an image of your composition, so it's just not gonna render, it's not gonna work. So to fix that, all you gotta do is shift A and add a camera, 0 to go into camera view, go to view over here. If this tab isn't open, just click N to open up that tab really quick. Make sure you have camera to view selected, that way you'll be able to zoom out and position this camera where you want it. So basically I'm just using middle mouse button, I'm clicking on it, and then control to zoom in and zoom out, and then I'm also just using the scroll wheel to be able to move around and whatnot. So basically once you have your camera position where you want it to be at, for example maybe somewhere around here, once you have it here, and this is your composition, now you can go ahead and render. So when you do that, you click render, it'll do this right here. So it starts rendering little by little, depending on your computer components. This might take a bit longer or it might be faster. So right now I had 500 samples, and this is what I get. Now as you can see, there's some noise in there, and that is because I don't have my denoise turned on, and that's just because for my renders I actually like for them to have a bit of noise. I don't mind it. I actually like that type of look. If you want some render and you want it to look very smooth, maybe you want to have the denoise on, and on the samples you might want to bring that up to about 4,000. Again, it really all depends on what works for your specific light scene and your specific composition, and also it all depends on how much time you want to put into the render. So if you want a quick render, you also have a time limit over here that you can set up to 50 seconds, 60, which is a minute. You could do 10 seconds, any, whatever time limit you might want to have on your render. So right here is rendering right now. It's at 1,000 samples and it keeps going up. So it's gonna stop when it hits 4,000 samples, or when it reaches its noise threshold, which usually it doesn't reach that. It reaches the samples first. So as you can see right now, you still see some noise, but at the end you'll see how the denoise will come and work and actually make everything smooth with no noise whatsoever. All right, so it is about to finish right now. It's about to hit 4,000 samples right there, and as you can see, there's really no noise. You can see pixels, but there's no noise. You don't get that grunge look that we had before. Again, if this is your look, you might want to select that denoise. If you like some noise in your images, I like it. It gives it some type of aesthetic that I really do enjoy. So I usually don't use the denoise, and you get something like this. Now, to export the image, your render, what you would do is you would go to image, you would go to save as, and you make sure that you have your format selected, whether it's JPEG, PNG, whatever you want to do. PNG usually works for me. Right now we don't really have transparency going on. I mean, actually we do back there. You can use RGBA or just keep it at RGB, and you know, name it, choose a location, and then save that image. And that's pretty much it. That's how you render in Blender. You know, it could get a bit more into details, but if you want to render an image and you want to know more or less how this works, simple stuff, this is how you do it. Make sure you have a camera, make sure you have lights, your composition looks good inside this camera right here, and you play with the samples over here. Again, the more the higher it is, the better quality image is going to be, but the more time it's going to take. The lower it is, faster it'll be, but the quality image, the image quality might be shitty. So that being said, again, quick simple tutorial for you guys. I get a lot of new beginners watching my videos. So again, if this was your issue, here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you on the next one.